What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap, which, gotta admit, it was 11 minutes long, and your boy Duty just wasn't having it this morning. There was no way that I was gonna sit here and review 11 minutes and talk about it during this video. So what your boy did was he took the main point that he wanted to focus on and cut that out, which is about a minute and a half. So with my commentary and so on, we'll make this video rock. There was just no way I wanted to hear Phil ramble on about Alone in the Dark. I'm sorry. It's just not that interesting, Phil. I don't care what you did. I don't care if you spent your night making propaganda videos for Slayer. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just want to focus on this one piece. And of course, it has to deal with our girl Fat Cat and the co-op streams. And apparently, there seems to be some trouble in Paradise in the Snort Fort. So let's take a look and see what Phil had to say about the impending co-op stream with our girl, Cat.
Wednesday night, it's one of two things. Either my wife and I are going to begin with our co-op of Beyond Two Souls, or I'm going to continue on with this Emily run in Alone in the Dark. The only reason I say if or when, or I'm not sure, my wife's work schedule changed this week. It was supposed to be one thing. We were set in. We even had our date planned off for Wednesday to celebrate our anniversary. And then it just changed completely, flipped on its head. And it threw a monkey wrench into our whole plans and schedule. And I don't know if she's going to want to do the co-op on Wednesday night, nor am I going to force her to. I know now we've been talking about doing this for 2 weeks and it's still not happening. It's like, it's life. It happens, right? Like, it's not going to make sense if she's in a bad mood or all tired out from work and coming in here to try to do a co-op playthrough. You know what I mean? I'd rather have her come in refreshed and ready to go and excited for it than feeling like, oh, we just got to do it because we said we were going to do it, right?
All right, I want to stop it here because, of course, the first thing here is, I'm calling bullshit here. This chick works in retail, if she works at all. She works in retail and everybody kind of knows where she works at. And I'm sorry, she's a part-time employee who, doesn't take much skill to actually acquire this type of work. And it's, based on Kat's history, she's bounced back and forth through several jobs the last few years. She can simply tell her boss, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm booked on Wednesday. It's my anniversary. I can't work that day, so you're going to have to find someone else to fill that schedule. Most managers will say, oh, I understand that, not a problem, especially if you give them enough time. These schedules are done a week in advance. And most managers are pretty understanding. Even the douchebag of a manager will understand that it's your anniversary or your birthday or your kid's birthday or something critical, and they'll work around it. Or, we know Kat has a big fucking mouth and she has a fucking attitude. She could have simply just said, I'm sorry, but I'm not coming in that day. It's my anniversary. I got shit to do. And the manager would have said, okay, what was the manager going to do? Fire her? Doesn't matter anyway. She can go get another fucking job at a retail store at any given fucking time. Every single retail store out there has a help wanted sign these days. And at that, she can probably leave and find another job that'll pay her actually more. So I'm not buying this bullshit that Phil's talking about, oh, her schedule just magically changed. Something came up. No, I'm sorry. Even the shittiest manager knows how to plan out their employees' work schedules. And they know that their employees plan shit out and have other lives outside of their work. So they're not going to be inconsiderate and just change shit up. Unless someone became gravely ill or sick and they needed her in because there was this big sale or something major was going on. So I'm calling bullshit on that. I think Kat turned to Phil and said, you know what? I don't feel like fucking doing this because I'm fat and I'm lazy and I just don't want to sit there and deal with your dents. I think that's what it is. She doesn't want to sit there with Phil in that hot, disgusting room, sitting there playing a game while he ignores her or talks over her or doesn't allow her to fucking speak. And then he has people like fucking Jade and Derek spamming shit about her makeup. And the same nonsense. Kat's been through this already 4 times. And as we can see from the last playthrough, she just wasn't having it. And the one thing that's becoming very apparent here is Kat just has a fucking attitude. She has an attitude and she's just weird. It's true. Superman one time did an interview and he talked about how she's just a weird person. She has a weird personality. She has weird quirks and behaviors. And I think one of them is that she just has an attitude about everything. She doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want to do shit. She just wants to sit home, eat her DoorDash, and play Skyrim. It seems like that's all she wants to do. And if you ask her to do anything more than that, she throws a fucking fit like a child. I mean, let's just go back to the co-op stream, the last one, where she was sleeping and nodding and bored and rolling her eyes and was just so fucking annoyed with everything. And she clearly didn't want to be there. And she felt like she was being forced, by Phil. And she finally had enough and said, yeah, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm going to snore. I'm going to fucking put my head between my legs. I'm not going to pay attention. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how this makes you look. I'm out. Peace out. And she hasn't been back since. What was that, a month and a half ago? So I'm calling bullshit here. I'm calling complete bullshit about the day off, about how she has to work. I think the other thing, too, is Phil blew his load on WWE Champions, and maybe he came up with some bullshit excuse to her and said, oh, I'm sorry, I tried to get a reservation for the sushi restaurant, but they're all booked. Or there is no sushi. There won't be any more sushi for a couple weeks, so we need to reschedule our anniversary dinner. This is the type of shit Phil does. I mean, let's not forget her birthday bash, where Phil decided that, it was too early and he didn't feel like walking around or doing something else until dinner time. So he convinced his wife to go to fucking Burger King. That's right. That's the whole chicken sandwich fiasco from a few years back. And let's not forget the anniversary gift from a few years ago, where Phil drove her 10 miles away, out of the way, to a Yankee Candle shop that was fucking closed, when he could have taken her to one that was literally a mile away from his house. So this is the type of shit Phil does, so he doesn't have to fucking spend any money on his horse. So I'm calling utter bullshit on this. I think Kat just decided she doesn't feel like fucking doing it. She doesn't want to sit next to Phil all night. She doesn't want to deal with the dents. She just doesn't give a shit. And again, it's based on the way Phil wastes his money on WWE Champions. She doesn't give a fuck what he does anyway with his money. As long as the bills are paid, as long as she has money as long as the DoorDash orders keep coming in, as long as the internet is on and her phone is on, she doesn't give a shit. She's like, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care how you make your money. Just make sure everything is paid. And I never want to hear, the cable was shut off because I didn't pay my bill. That's all Kat doesn't want to hear. Kat never want to hear that. As long as everything's on and she could do whatever the fuck she wants to do, she can give two shits. And I think she feels the same way about the co-op stream. She doesn't give a fuck that it makes Phil look stupid, because Phil keeps coming on and hyping up the co-op streams, because, this is going to save the business because he got nothing else going for him. He's so fucking pathetic that he's going to play fucking Street Fighter tonight. He hates Street Fighter. We know he hates fucking Street Fighter. But yet he's so fucking hard up for cash that he's going to end up bringing out Street Fighter because he has nothing else to do, because he refuses to pay money for any new games. So I'm calling complete bullshit here. I think just Kat, she has her day off. She probably works maybe 2 times, if she works at all. And she just turned to Phil and said, yeah, I'm not feeling this. I'm not doing it. I don't care what you tell the dents. I'm not doing it. So co-op streams may not happen. And apparently the anniversary dinner or the anniversary day off isn't going to happen either. So, and again, I just think Kat doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care. Oh, yeah, you're going to take me to get sushi? Okay, big fucking whoop. She has sushi almost every fucking week anyway. There's nothing special there. And do you think the specialness of this is going to a restaurant? She can give 2 shits of going to a restaurant. If she get that shit ordered to her fucking house, she's happy as fucking slop. Order me some fucking sushi, send it to the house, and I can sit home and do nothing all day. And again, what fucking triggers me is this bitch works like 10 hours a week. And she's fucking tired. Tired of fucking what? You don't do shit, Kat. You don't do shit. If you do work, you probably work 10 hours a week. And then what? What else do you do? Because based on the condition of your fucking house, which is in fucking squalor, you don't clean. Based on your girth, you don't cook. So what exactly is it that you're fucking tired of? Anyway, let's keep going here, folks.
So let's see what happens. In the meantime, if it doesn't happen on Wednesday, we will still continue with Alone in the Dark. It'll be fine. But obviously, it would be nice to start it. I'll talk with her. We'll see if we can confirm what we want to do. Because the thing is, we wanted to go out for our anniversary this weekend. Now we were talking, and she's like, I don't think I want to go out because I'm going to be too tired because we're going to do the co-op the night before and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, like this sucks, All because her work changed her schedule, and now it's like everything's in disarray. It's life, it happens. But You're going to try to make the best of it, all right? So I will let you guys know as soon as we know. And we'll talk more about it probably starting tomorrow and figure it out. But that is the schedule for the week. I hope it sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow for a full and fun day of gameplay streaming right here on DSP Gaming. Keep in mind, tomorrow is also the big premiere of Fallout 3 Remastered over on DSP Throwback. In the morning at 10 a.m. is going to be the first part. Upgraded visuals, upgraded frames per second, sharper visuals, better audio. 30-minute parts now with thumbnails and titling and everything. Really cool. I hope you'll check it out because that's basically my first RPG playthrough of all time from 2008. And I hope that people will enjoy it and give it a look. All right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I'll see you all in the morning. Peace out.
Yes. Too tired. You gotta love that excuse. How old is Cat again? 62? No. Cat's not 62. Isn't Cat like 34 years old? 34 fucking years old. You know what I was doing when I was 34? I was fucking traveling the world. Having fucking fun. Doing shit. Meeting people for dinner. Having friends over. Chilling with the wife. Having fucking fun. That's what the fuck I was doing. I was out doing shit. And I had a full-time fucking job. What the fuck is wrong with these fucking people? And I know Phil doesn't give a fuck, because if you leave it to Phil would stay inside his house 24 fucking 7. You know, he goes out, excuse me. He goes out once a week to do his fucking errands, and that's just to keep his fucking wife happy. That's the only reason, because he has to store up the shelves with snacks and cookies and whatever bullshit, and he has to buy pet supplies for fucking Jasper. And that's fucking it. He barely goes to fucking dinner. She barely goes out with him. And why? Bitch is 34 years old and always exhausted. I just don't fucking get it. I don't understand people like this. She really needs to get her fucking life together. Phil has truly, everything Phil fucking comes in contact with, he fucking destroys. Look at Panda Lee. Look at his friends. I mean, just fucking terrible. That's why no one has any association with this dude. Panda Lee was smart enough to get the fuck out, thankfully. Big up to Panda Lee, whatever you're doing out there. Hope you're living your best life. She was smart enough to get the fuck out. And I was hoping that Cat would do the same thing, but no. It looks like Cat is just as lazy as fucking Phil. And these two motherfuckers are made for each other, I guess. But anyway, that's the video, folks. I just wanted to highlight that piece. It sounds like co-op streams are not happening. The anniversary has been canceled. And yeah, just stay tuned. I doubt if I don't know if we'll see Cat again. She might waddle herself up to the room maybe next week for an hour or two, and that should be a fucking spectacle because I envision Cat having another fucking baby rant and leaving because she's too fucking tired. Jesus fucking Christ. 34 years old, folks. 34 years old, and she's this fucking tired. Good Jesus. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.